Richard and Kathy Harrison were among the 100,000+ around the world caught in turbulence by the Air Canada strike.
The cost to fly home last minute now all of a sudden became 4 times the amount that we had planned for in our budgeting.
The Barrie couple celebrating 35 years of marriage with a special trip to France and Czechia that they booked through a local travel agent. After nearly canceling their whole trip because of the strike, they agreed to still make it happen as the return flight was weeks away.
We had no indicators that any of the flights later in the month in September would be affected by this job action, and we thought that there'd be no issues flying home.
After Richard and Kathy's outbound Air Canada flight from Toronto to Paris got cancelled, Murdoch Travel rebooked them on an American Airlines trip from Detroit to Chicago to Paris. They had planned to return home from Prague, but on Monday, they found out that their Air Canada Prague to Toronto reservation on September 1st also got cancelled, even though the flight itself did not get cancelled.
We're having a hard time understanding why a flight that we booked on September 1st, as far as I understand, is still flying out on September 1st from Prague. Why we can't be on it.
Unfortunately, these are Air Canada's policies. They couldn't keep an open ticket, so their return did have to get canceled as well with their outbound flight.
Murdoch Travel helped Richard and Kathy get rebooked on an Air Transat flight from Paris to Toronto on September 3rd. But that means they'll have to miss 2 days of work and spend an extra $1,000 each for their flight, on top of extra hotel and train costs.
We just want to continue our trip. We waited 35 years to do this, and we want to enjoy it. We deserve it. And we'll deal with Air Canada when we get home.
In a Thursday afternoon update, Air Canada confirmed that almost all flights are back in the sky and that its goodwill policy has been updated to cover what the airline considers to be reasonable expenses from the strike. Mike Lang, CTV News.